All right, welcome to this weekend / new moon Sidereal Astrology forecast for January 8th, 9th, and 10th. My name is Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to this type of astrology, be sure to check the description down below because the signs are different. All right, so we've got a new moon in Sagittarius on Saturday. It's taking place at 21:30 Eastern Time, and very transformative as it has been, and as you might guess, with the energies of this week so far. So it's happening very close to Pluto. The sun recently went over Pluto and is squaring up to Uranus as well. But what's really supporting this new moon, in fact, is this trine up to Jupiter and the North Node, or at least supporting us in the easier fashion than the more transformational energies of this square. So in regards to this conjunction, the North Node and Jupiter are now both going retrograde. You know, North Node's normal movement is retrograde, so it's going into Leo, where Jupiter's already been. So a lot of this is learning about our life path, especially with a lot of this already changing. You know, this is a new purpose with this new moon. There's a new mission. There's a new outlook on life in general. And here, the support is really in expressing ourselves, following our interests, following our passions in life, and, you know, seeing what we're excited about and how to do things that are more in alignment with that excitement. Because that's where we gain energy. That's where we gain enjoyment in life. And that's a lot of what we're going to be involved with here over the next 2 years with the North Node shifting into Leo, because it has been very grounded, has been very much about the earthly self-improvement, the slow and steady approach, the grounding of that spirituality. But now it is shifting into a much lighter area of life, which is about the excitement that we have by following our interests. So Jupiter's already been here, so there's already been opportunities for learning more about that. Now Jupiter is going retrograde here this early part of the weekend here on Friday. So now it's this rehashing over the next roughly 5 months and being adaptive to it, especially with Mercury retrograde in that Sagittarius also. Being adaptive, trying new things. What are these new interests? Where's this new direction going? You know, focusing on these new opportunities. And really the best thing too with the new moon in Sagittarius is focusing on one thing and just kind of pursuing it. But with Mercury retrograde, being adaptive in the process and being willing to change it, be malleable, and that sort of stuff, especially with Jupiter retrograde as well, because Jupiter does rule Sagittarius. So it is still this pivotal time, and there's a lot of energy shifting, and it's all kind of up in the air. But it is great to take action and to see what kind of new intentions we do want to set here for both the next few weeks and the next 6 months with this new moon in Sag. So with this, it is very transformative. Like I said, the sun recently went over Pluto. It's been a very transformative week, in fact. And so the key with this is to be open to change. Where can we have change? Where can we eliminate a lot of old belief systems, especially about the world or about the future or about whatever it is that we consider our purpose in life? And this has been very transformative over the past many years with Pluto here in Sagittarius. So now with the sun and moon conjoining in this new moon next to Pluto, it is on a more mundane level in terms of where we can transform these things that perhaps we're focused on at the moment and these new beginnings that are around the corner. So with that too, you know, square up to Uranus is where we can disrupt this in a good way, in a healthy way. Where can we have revolutionary change so that we can have more peace and presence and relaxation in our life, which is Uranus in Pisces, really transforming us on that spiritual level through faith and trust and going with the flow. So with the square, it's all about integration. It's all about seeing where we can bring that in a constructive sense so that it does become that healthy type of revolutionary change in our life. So that's essentially what this new moon is going to be signifying, is those key areas. I would say specifically involving these new things we're learning about our interests, about how our life path is shifting and changing, being malleable in the process, and also seeing where we can have some change so that we do have more of this spiritual freedom. So that's the new moon in a nutshell. Let's go and look at the week in regards to what's going on with the other aspects. Here on Friday, along with Jupiter being stationed and moving retrograde, we do have the sun sextiling up to Chiron. So this is actually quite healing. Maybe there's an opportunity today or something that'll allow us to heal our self-expression, heal our focus, and maybe it's that optimistic energy or something like that, which could be quite rejuvenating. And, you know, the big key with this one is that Chiron is right on the cusp between Aquarius and Pisces. So maybe it's through giving other oriented. These kinds of things I think can be very healing today, with Chiron still very much close to Aquarius there. But also having that faith and trust, that could be quite healing as well. So that's Friday. And then also going into Saturday from Friday, Venus is going to be conjoining up to Saturn. So here's where we can really have commitment in our relationships and really have that grounded attitude in our relationships. And this is all kinds of relationships, whether it's romantic, business partnerships, whatever. Really taking that long road, that patient approach to it. And this is also involving our values too. So working hard and working smart. Saturn's about working hard, but also working intelligently and patiently on our values. So in many ways, this is a new beginning for the next year, roughly, in regards to having that commitment in our relationships and having commitment with our values in life. So a good thing to focus on, and I think a good thing to work on here Friday and Saturday in particular. So then on Saturday, we do have that new moon, which will be at 21:30 Eastern time. And that'll probably take the forefront of the day, along with that Venus conjoining up to Saturn. And then on Sunday, the moon is going to be trining up to that Jupiter North Node exact. So that could be particularly emphasizing the creative or self-expressive energy, or perhaps even some more things we are learning about that life path, in fact. And with the moon going over Mercury, being, again, adaptive, I think Sunday is a good day for maybe some of that reading, writing, redoing, rehashing, revamping that life path stuff in general, with Mercury retrograde in Sag. All right, so if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Hope you have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you guys all on Monday. Take care.